Assalamu alaikum. I am MD Ahedul Taluckder, lecturer of English, Indurkani, Karim, Alim Madrasa, Indurkani, Pirojpur. So, dear students, today we are going to start Unit 2, Lesson 3. And the lesson name is Scientific Breakthrough. We are waiting for one. What is breakthrough? That means a special gift, special things, which is that invention which will be very astonished in future time. So okay, open your book. Dear student, open your book, page number 27. Page number 27. Unit 2, Lesson 3. I am starting going on the passage. Science has grown rapidly over the past 4 centuries. That means science has, over the past centuries, science has bloomed, flourished very much, making things possible that were once considered it completely impossible. That means science has made many impossible possible. Science has done a lot to cure many of our worldly troubles, but one thing about science is that it isn't perfect and never will be. Okay, the science has also make our life pleasurable, comfortable much, but still there are some lackings of science, or that is exercise. I want to say that is we should give more emphasis on scientific social life. World class life or social life should be scientific, and never will be. However, some impossible may not be possible in never time. The reason for this is that there is no last word in science. There is always more to discover. That means to science end is nothing. Science is always a continuous progress. A continuous progress. It will discover many things. I may ask to you that why do you think that why know the last word to the science? Because I am talking to you virtual class. You know, corona pandemic. Now we are doing virtual class in using technology. But in the 20 years ago, it was imaginative. It was impossible. At home, you can watch, you can listen to my speech, you can listen to my lecture. Okay, now I'm reading the text. What breakthrough or a special thing may science discover in future? One of them is DNA computer. Perhaps many have computer, laptop or PC, personal desktop computer, but we use keyboard. Okay, we use keyboard, mouse and so on. But in the future time, you will only beckon by your eye, or you will utter from your mouth only your voice to command the computer for its program, to encourage to open any program. Only command, open it, open Excel, open Microsoft Word. What will you say? That will be opened or that will be written. At this moment, there are some software that I am talking, and my speech is translated, my speech is written, and in the future time, whatever you think, the computer will answer. In the future time, what is DNA computer? Okay, wait, and I am talking to you. Imagine having an iPod capable of holding thousands of years of high definition video. Perhaps you have iPod, that high definition. A computer has some limitation for RAM, ROM has some limitation. It contains some limited megabyte. Okay, in this way. But in the future time, DNA computer will be invented, which will will be preserved billions, trillions of, or multi-trillions, or and so on, are more than a lot of a vast, ever-ending, vast information. Only in a very small memory. And DNA computer will be in future that type of computer. We hope. DNA is the substance. Substance means material. DNA is the substance that living organism use to store genetic information. You know who is the father of generacy? That means Mendel Mendel is the father of the theory of geneticity. So, using this theory, DNA computer will be invented in near future. What makes DNA special? It is currently efficient when it comes to storing information in a limited space. That means a vast information will be preserved in a very limited time. For example, you may have a memory which may be 16 GB, 32 GB, 32 and so or 64 GB. But in 16 GB memory card, you preserve or you store very limited informations. But in the future time, in 16 memory card, you will be able to store a vast amount of information, which at present you can't imagine. DNA is currently in its infancy, but invention of DNA computer is now in infancy situation, but we hope that it will progress day by day. With prototypes such as Maya 2 only capable of showing the concept. If DNA computing that is the infancy, the first step of DNA computer is named by name Maya 2. And if DNA computing is perfected, computers will become capable of holding amounts of information that are hard to imagine by today's standard. You can't imagine that in future, if we hope that DNA computer will be invented in future time, and you can't imagine that within a very short space, in a very small or pygmy, in a in a pygmy memory card, you will be able to store a vast amount of information. You will be surprised. You can't imagine at the present. You know, you use social media, for example, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Okay, you make live video, but there are some limitation there. But when the DNA computer will be invented, all limitations will be disappeared. We hope that one. Then number 2, permanent moon base. We know the earth is our living place. It is the basement of human being, and except beyond earth, we actually still surely don't know, 100% not sure, that beyond human being or beyond this planet there are some man or animal or birds in the other planets. But science or the scientific, yes, the science hope gauges that that there are some also living being beyond our earth. The scientists hope that in future time they will be able to settle in the will be able to make settler for the people of the world. Ever since setting up human habitation in a space was first imagined, it was thought that the moon would be the first object to be colonized, since it was close to the earth. We know that the moon is very near to us. The moon is the most closest neighbor of our planet, of our solar system. And there are some lots of mythology, Greek mythology, Hindu mythology, Arabian mythology about the moon, and we know that there is a spin cutter, a widow who is cutting spin on sitting on the moon. Lot of romantic poems, literature, novel, lot of mythology, lot of literature have been written to imagine the beauty of the earth. But going on or keeping put there, Neil Armstrong, Aldrin, Michael Collins has proved that the moon is not so beautiful as the earth. Actually, our earth is the haven of our solar system, of this solar system, sun-based family. The earth is the most habitable or sweetest place to live on here up to this time. And as colonies suddenly appeared to be very achievable, however, for a variety of reasons, both economical and technical. The project was never truly attempted. However, NASA currently has plans to have one constructed by 2000.